I'm getting married too!
Hey, wow. That's great, sis. Congratulations. I didn't even know you had a serious boyfriend. You kept that a secret. When do I get to meet him?
You know me. I've always got loads of guys hanging around. I never know who to go steady with, so I just kept one for every day of the week.
Exactly. That's why I'm surprised. You always had plenty of… what did you call them? Plan Bs?
Well, sis, you are getting married, and the more I imagined you walking down the aisle, the more I wanted to experience it too. I can imagine myself looking absolutely amazing. All eyes on me. All guys want me, and all girls want to be like me. I just blurted it out to my favorite guy the other night, and he agreed. I think the stars and maybe the wine had something to do with it, but here we are, getting married too.
So if we are both getting married, Mom and Dad will be busy. I'm sure they'll be happy though. When are you thinking?
In 4 months.
4 months? Hang on. You're getting married in exactly 4 months? Not in about 4 months, or around then?
Yeah, 4 months from now on the second Saturday.
The second Saturday? Tina, you've got to be kidding me. That's the exact day of my wedding.
Bingo!
Spot on? What do you mean, bingo? That's the same day as mine. Have you made a reservation? You haven't paid a deposit, have you? You still have 4 months, so I'm sure you can get it back if you have. We've already sent out all the invitations and booked hotels for the guests, not to mention the venue and catering.
But Sophie, that day is Gary's birthday. You wouldn't want to ruin his big day, would you?
Ruin his big day? Are you insane? How long have you known this guy? Has it even been more than a few weeks?
5 weeks today, actually. And anyway, my birthday was last month, so I'm not going to wait until next year. It would seem like an afterthought to be getting married so much longer after you. Some people might not even come.
Even if it's not on the same day as mine, if it's within the same month, you're going to force a lot of people to choose.
I'm telling you now, Mommy and Daddy have already said okay. It's going ahead. Oh, I can't wait to wear a dress. I'm going to have about 4 or maybe 5 wardrobe changes. You should see the venue we chose too. It's gorgeous. Mom and Dad said they would pay, so we went for the most amazing place we could find.
They said they'd pay? For all of it? That's just typical.
That's right. Oh, are they not helping out with your wedding?
I wasn't expecting any money in the first place. We're having a ceremony and reception that fit our budget. We don't want to overspend and regret it afterwards when we don't have any savings left.
You probably won't have to go through with the wedding anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, people will all want to come to my wedding, won't they? Mom and Dad are coming. If they have to make a choice, everyone is going to choose my wedding. By the way, can I wear your dress? And the DJ has agreed to switch to my ceremony. Maybe you guys should think about rescheduling. We just thought it would be easier than finding a new guy, especially since he came so recommended. Oh, can I have all the flowers? I'll call the florist and tell them to change the address. That will save me a lot of time.
What are you talking about?
When Mom told me who had designed your dress, I didn't know what to say. How did you get her to design it? And it's from her spring collection? I can't wait to wear it. The flowers are from the same place that did Aunt Maggie's wedding, right? I know them, so that won't be a problem. I'll just have them double whatever they were planning for your ceremony.
I'm not just going to hand everything over because you decided to have a wedding. Have you gone mad?
But we always shared everything. Remember? We used to wear each other's clothes and shoes. Mom stopped sorting our laundry when I grew as tall as you.
No. Dad always ordered me to let you have things. He and Mom used to take my things and give them to you. And anyway, this isn't a pair of socks we are talking about. Whenever you were demanding something of mine, Mom and Dad would tell me to give it to you.
Yeah, so it's the same this time too. Come on, sis. You've got to admit, the dress will look much better on me. A tailor made by a famous designer from their Paris collection? It's a waste for someone plain looking like you. You'll just make everyone around you look good. I will light up the whole room. Much better if I wear it. People don't want to see you in their photos, do they? It will spoil the occasion. I wonder why we look so different. I guess you look a little like Mom, but you look nothing like Dad. Maybe like Uncle Mike when he hasn't shaved in 5 days. Anyway, I'm happy you agree with me. It's going to be an amazing wedding.
Hang on, I haven't agreed to anything. Tina! Hey! Sophie, what's all this I hear about you being selfish towards your sister? After all these years, have you still not learned to share? You don't text me in ages and that's the first thing you say? I'm not texting you to catch up on how you've been. I assume you heard from your sister that she is getting married. Yes, and it's the same day as mine. She knew I was getting married, but she went ahead and planned it anyway. Yes, well, you'll have to give priority to Tina's big day. You can always have yours another time. Besides, nobody's interested in seeing you get married anyway. Just try and be useful for once in your life. Let Tina have the dress and the flowers and the DJ. It will make things a lot less stressful for the poor dear. She must be ever so busy. This is some messed up family nonsense. We've been planning this for over a year. All the invitations have been sent and everything is already arranged. I didn't go through all that trouble just to let Tina destroy everything. No way. It's not just our family, you know. My new in-laws and their friends have arranged their schedules too. You'll do as you're told and let Tina have whatever she wants. I didn't raise you to be such a selfish and spoiled child. I've always done exactly what I was told and given Tina half of everything I ever had. Even if I didn't want to, I did. Well, that's it. I'm not giving her my wedding day. That's going way too far. I won't do it this time. Well, I never. If that's the way you are going to be, then you won't be getting a cent of support from your father and I. After all the time and money we've spent on you and your sister. You didn't have any intention of helping anyway. You've never once offered to help us with anything at all. Right, that's it. You'll not get a cent and we won't even be there, so you can take us off your list. Just try having a ceremony without your parents. Huh! We'll be fine. Tyrone and I have been planning this for a long time. We've planned within our budget and won't be breaking the bank. Fine, if that is how you're going to be. Don't go expecting any help in the future either. I can't believe how unreasonable you're being. Really? Is that what you want? Now stop being so difficult and give Tina the wedding date and the dress. If you don't stop being so selfish, don't come crying to me when you are pregnant and need your old mother's help. You won't get it. Your threats won't work on me. I've heard this all before and they have no effect anymore. I'm not giving up my wedding day and that's final. You can threaten all you like, but you'll not get me to change. In the past, you could bully me into giving everything to Tina, but it's not going to happen this time. The day of the wedding means everything to us. We made sure it would be a very special day. We took our time and planned this day carefully. We don't just suddenly decide because it's the nearest birthday. It's a very special day for Tina, too. Why are you always so selfish? Stop thinking of yourself for once in your life. It goes without saying that Tina's special day is more important than your special day. Yeah, I heard. It's her fiancé's birthday. So what? They'd only been together for 5 minutes before she decided to get married. And that was only because she was jealous and wanted to upstage me. Really, Mom? You and Dad let her walk all over you. Oh, you really are such a problem child. You always were. And not as pretty as you think, I might add. I feel sorry for your dress. It just doesn't suit someone of your, how should I say, level of beauty. Just give the dress to Tina. She'll look gorgeous. Just like a royal wedding. It's wasted on you. I just can't believe I gave birth to you both. It's like you're from completely different mothers. You and Tina are like night and day. She's cute and ladylike, and you are, well, you are you. Oh, I wish I hadn't had such a plain and difficult child. Wish you hadn't had. Jeez, Mom. Is that really something you should say to your own daughter? You treated me like second favorite when we were kids, and now that I'm about to get married, you still haven't got a single nice thing to say. Well, I relinquish all motherly duties. I just can't go on every day thinking I gave birth to such a child. From this day, I only have one daughter. The cute one who loves her mother. It doesn't matter how much you beg and plead. Your father and I won't be attending your wedding." "You know what, Mom? That's fine. You favored Tina over me. Even when she stole my things and clothes. Even when she pulled my hair or broke my toys, you were always in her corner. Well, you say you aren't my mother anymore. Fine. I'm not your daughter." It will actually be good to finally have that off my chest. When you blew off meeting Tyrone's parents, I guessed this was coming. From that moment, I wasn't expecting you to lift a finger to help, let alone help to pay for anything. We are having our wedding, and that's that. Give my regards to your favorite daughter. Now, you wait just a moment, young lady. You give that dress and those flower arrangements to your sister. That's an order. She's by far the more beautiful of you two. I won't have you ruining it for her.
Hey, Soph! You aren't really going through with your wedding, are you? I can't believe it. I can imagine the ugly bride walking up the aisle, but I can't believe you're going to actually do it. And I'm heading to the wedding hall now. You sent the dress over there, right? You wouldn't let me down, would you, sis?
The dress, the flowers, and the DJ will all arrive at my wedding as promised.
What are you saying? You didn't send everything to my venue? Oh, Sophie, how could you? Mother told you to do it, didn't she? I can't believe you would be so cruel as to steal my dress. You let your greed get the better of you.
There isn't a hint of greed about this. It's my dress and my wedding.
You're unbelievable! I'm on my way to the chapel right now. I'll have to make a detour to your wedding hall and pick it up. You're really making me cut it close. What a waste of time.
I told you I was going to wear my dress. I told Mom that too.
You couldn't make that dress work if you had $1 million and the best stylist to help you. You should be walking down the aisle in a trash bag. That's more your level.
A trash bag? Really, Tina? That's pretty low even for you.
Well, it goes without saying your wedding will be awful too. How many people are on your guest list? Nobody. I bet the ceremony will feel more like a funeral. The people should all be wearing black and crying.
Tina, I'm sorry to say this, but you were always the worst sister I could have had.
You're one to talk. I don't even consider you my sister. After the way you've treated me. You were always the ugly girl getting in my way. You were just jealous that I was the pretty one and you were so plain.
I'm getting married, so this is the perfect time to cut all ties to our family and start a new life away from you all. I won't have to be subjected to you and your greedy little fingers taking everything from me. You and those horrible parents. I can finally stop worrying that everything I own will get taken away the moment I get it.
That's only if you can actually get married. I'm surprised someone would actually want to come along and save someone as ugly as you. Who would want to come to such a wedding anyway? Even in a designer dress, ugly is still ugly.
Everyone except Mom and Dad are here. Everyone I invited. All our extended family, including Grandma and Grandpa. They all turned up.
What do you mean everyone is there?
Just what I said. Everyone. Grandma Isabella came in a wheelchair with a personal nurse. She's 98 and still made the effort to come and celebrate. Great Uncle Tony even flew in from Sicily especially for today.
What the hell? You're kidding, right?
I sent my invitations first, and the family made arrangements to be here. Most of the rest of the family are level-headed. When they got your invitation, they were surprised, but weren't going to suddenly switch to yours after committing to mine. I'm guessing you haven't arrived at your wedding hall yet to see the empty seats. At least you'll have a good old Mom and Pop there to throw confetti and drink your champagne.
Well, that's not true. Our friends will all be there.
So you sent invitations then?
Invitations? No, why would I? Mommy said you'd do all that for me.
She what now? You guys can't actually be that stupid, can you? I'm your sister, but if you think I have any idea of who you are friends with or anything about your social life at all for that matter, you are even more completely removed from reality than I thought.
So you haven't sent any invitations at all? Mom said you'd take care of it.
You're half right. She asked me, ordered me, to take care of everything, but she never checked to see if I did any of it. I guess she just assumed I'd follow her orders to the letter like a good little second favorite. As the one actually getting married, what do you think? Haven't the hall staff told you anything?
Mom said all my friends and family would be there. She promised. I made a list and everything.
You imagined a list, you mean? Had it all planned out in your head, I guess? Are you really telling me you haven't planned anything?
We went to a tasting dinner to choose the food. Gary ate everything and seemed to like it. I just told him to go ahead with everything.
Go ahead. So you're leaving it up to him? Do you even have a dress?
Well, I'm going to wear yours, so why would I organize another one?
I'm already in it. I've had my hair and makeup done. I'm sitting in the waiting room right as I type this.
I can't get married without a dress. Take it off, quick!
Tyrone's sister made this dress. She grew up with brothers, so when she heard Tyrone was getting married and she'd have a sister-in-law, she insisted on designing and making it herself.
The famous designer who made your dress is going to be your sister-in-law? Then you'll be related to a famous designer.
Exactly. And the flowers are all from my friend's shop. You probably don't remember, but I was in a gardening and nature club in university. Well, one of the members went on to become a florist. She's designed all the flower arrangements.
You're kidding me.
And the DJ is one of Tyrone's friends. He's a well-known music director and usually too busy, but he's made time especially for today. We're having a small ceremony for close friends and family only. Don't come and ruin that for me, Tina.
I didn't know you had such impressive friends.
You don't know a lot about me. You were always the favorite, always the one stealing the show, not to mention stealing my things. I may not be beautiful like you, but I know how to treat people. I know how to make and keep friends. I never felt the need to seek attention from others. I didn't feed off people calling me cute and beautiful all the time. I've made great friends and kept close with the rest of the family. Well, those with common sense. How's it looking over at your ceremony?
What can I do? I sent messages to my friends telling them today was my wedding and they all just laughed at me. They thought I was joking. I told them how you'd messed everything up and it wasn't my fault.
You didn't really tell them that, did you?
Of course I did. I told them how you stole my wedding day and took my dress and all the flowers, along with the family and even the DJ. How you wouldn't give up anything.
You did? And what was the reaction?
They kicked me out of the group. I was the one who started it years ago, just after high school. I've been betrayed by my sister and now all my friends. I tried texting them one by one, but nobody replies. Does this mean they've all blocked me? Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
Well, I've severed all ties to you guys. It's none of my business.
Sophie, you've got to help me. I've got nothing. No one. What can I do? Don't you feel anything for your sister in her time of need? Come on, Soph, please. If you don't do something, there'll be no one there. No one's coming.
All this time you haven't lifted a finger. What did you say? You went for a tasting dinner and that's it? Do you know how long Tyrone and I planned for today? What did you do? You just expected everything to be done for you. Like always. Did you think that just saying it would make it happen? Like some kind of Disney princess? It doesn't work like that, Tina. You're not really a princess. You act like one, but nobody has helped Her Royal Highness today, have they? But maybe you'll finally learn a lesson about the real world. I don't exist to be at your beck and call. I have my own life.
Sophie, do something. Bring your guests over to my venue. That'll solve it. Yes, all of you, come over here.
I'm not helping you anymore. You're on your own from now on. We won't even have the same family names after today. I'm blocking you too. Have a nice life. Bye. Sophie, just what is the meaning of all this? I'm heading over there right now. You are to let Tina get married there today. I won't have you ruining her big day. Even if you show up here, you won't get in. I've put you on the persona non grata list. You, Dad, and Tina. And if you think I'm making any changes, you need your head checked. Persona non grata? What is the matter with you? You have totally destroyed your sister's special day. No, you and Tina ruined it all by yourselves by being so delusional and trying to lean on me like you always have. And you know what? I did some digging. I needed to provide a birth certificate for the marriage license. And you know what I found out? There's a different name in the father column. A name I've never heard of. What do you say to that? Well, when you were small, we had to escape from the no-good deadbeat man who was your father. He was a drunk and a violent one, too. I had to take you and run for our lives. No, you were having an affair, and when my father found out, you had to run, right? You started living with the guy you were having an affair with and had a child. Tina. Am I right? How do you know all this? I told you I did some digging. One of Tyrone's friends is a private investigator. It's not so hard to find out these things if you have the right connections and know where to look. And small wonder Tina and I look nothing alike. We've got different fathers. And I look like my father, so that's why you've always hated me, right? When Tyrone's friend handed me the evidence, I was shocked at first, but it all started to make sense. The favoritism, your horrible treatment of me. It was a relief, actually, to finally know the truth. From Dad's point of view, Tina is his only real child. That's why he's never loved me as much as her. Yes, but it's all in the past, Sophie. It was more than 25 years ago. But as soon as I knew the truth, I felt free for the first time in my life. And I met my biological father and told him I was getting married. I invited him here today. You did what? Oh, Sophie, what did you go and do that for? I wanted to know. I wanted to see for myself the man you cheated on and left for Tina's father. I had a right to know my own flesh and blood. And you two weren't going to come to my wedding anyway. The bride's parents, alive and well and not even coming to their own daughter's wedding. At least I'll have my biological father sitting there watching me get married. We're literally strangers, and yet I like him more than the rest of you already. Is he there now? Please tell me he isn't there. He's right out there, smiling on the bride's side. He was happy to finally find me. And you, for that matter. He says he made off with all his savings, and it took him years to get back on his feet. I told him where you all live and where he could find you. What have you done? He'll have me arrested for kidnapping and theft. I'll go to jail. We'll be ruined. Well, you should have thought about that before ruining his life and mine, shouldn't you have? You! You're my daughter! How could you betray me like this? You betrayed me first! You told me you wished you'd never had me. And I told you! I want nothing more to do with this broken, evil family. My real father brought his wife too. He looks so happy. She's a lovely, kind woman. They really make a great couple. He remarried 5 years ago. Then let bygones be bygones. It's all in the past. It's not that easy. You can't just erase what you did. You stole his daughter and his savings. It's been 25 years, but now it's finally time to face the music, Kathy. Surely you could talk him out of it. Oh, no. On the contrary, I'm encouraging him every step of the way. He never paid a cent in child support because you stole me and ran away with another man. Even if he had known where we were, he wouldn't have been legally responsible. Sorry, Kathy. The ceremony is about to start. Wait, Sophie. By the way, my father's new wife is a lawyer. I've had a long talk with her about how I should proceed. She advised me to cut all ties with you and live my life as if you didn't exist. The advice she gave him, on the other hand, comes with a more financial slant. And don't think about running again. We've already called the police. Goodbye, Kathy. I regret it. I wish I'd never had the affair. I wish I'd stayed with you and him. Just the three of us. A happy little family, Sophie. You're my firstborn daughter, Sophie. Please answer the phone. Sophie! Because Tina had told her fiancé to go ahead with the wedding plans, he did just that. Apparently, they entered the reception with some World Wrestling Federation song. He hardly had any money of his own, so he just bought some dollar shop decorations. I think some of them were Halloween pumpkins and ghosts. It seems he stole flowers from a local cemetery. I guess that kind of goes with the Halloween theme. Kind of. The shock of what happened scared our mother so much that she refused to pay for anything. The whole rotten lot of them are in debt now. I can almost feel sorry for Tina's new husband, though. He's a somewhat innocent bystander in all this, if you look past the grave robbing. But instead of a honeymoon, he went with his friends to a big wrestling event in Las Vegas. His parents are encouraging him to have the wedding annulled, but I think with his level of selfishness, he probably fits in well. My mother avoided jail, but she'll be paying back the money she stole for the rest of her life. With stress of that, they're at each other's throats night and day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye.